Good morning, welcome to
FamilyMath number 75.
FamilyMath number 75. This week we had two really cool problems, and they turn out to be a little bit different, and so we're going to talk about them today, okay?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Here's problem number one. If there are 5 people in a room, and everyone shakes hands with everyone exactly once, how many handshakes are there? Whose problem was that this week?
That was mine.
That was mine. Okay, did you figure it out?
Yeah.
What's the answer?
10.
10. Okay, awesome. So we're going to talk about that in a second. Now here's a problem that seems kind of the same, but it turns out it's a little bit different. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
A building has 6 windows. How many ways are there for a ghost to enter the building through one window and leave through a different window? Whose problem was this?
Mine.
What's the answer?
30.
30. Did you figure it out?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So, are you ready to talk about this? We're going to use an angry bird to be the ghost, and we're going to use some Lego guys to shake hands. Everyone ready? Low 5. Boom. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. So one of our problem-solving techniques that we've learned over the years is when you have a complicated problem, like your first one that starts with 5 handshakes, or your one that started with 6 windows, we can make an easier problem that helps us understand it. So we're going to start with 2 people. Okay?
Okay.
So if there are 2 people in a room, this guy is who?
Centaur.
A centaur. And this guy is who?
Chiron.
Chiron, okay.
Yeah.
So a different centaur? Mm-hmm. Okay, and if everybody shakes hands with everyone, how many handshakes are there?
There's one handshake.
There's 1 handshake. Okay, so we'll just draw a line connecting them. Now, give me the ghost.
Okay.
Now, if we have 2 windows in a room, window 1 and window 2, how many ways are there for the ghost to enter the building through one window and leave through a different window? Go ahead. Show me.
You can start through this window and go through that window, and you can do it around again.
Okay, so how many ways are there?
2.
2. You can go through window 1 and leave through window 2. Yay! Or you can go through window 2 and leave through window 1. Now, are those the same thing?
Well, it's the same thing flipped around.
It's the same thing flipped around. So is it the same?
Yeah. No, actually, it's not.
It's not the same. So going from window 1 to window 2 is not the same as going from window 2 to window 1. Right? There's 2 different ways. But up here, is this person shaking hands with this person? So person 1 shaking hands with person 2, the same as person 2 shaking hands with person 1?
Yeah.
Yes. So now we have to be careful. So now do you want to do 4? Or do you want to do 3? Do you think you want to jump up to 4?
Let's jump up to 4.
You okay to jump up to 4?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do the handshakes first. So let's get 4 smaller people on here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whoa. Okay, so these are all 4 totally different people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just because these guys look kind of the same, I'm gonna get our centaur just so we don't get confused. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now, if we're gonna have everyone shake hands, what happens?
Well.
How do you want to describe the process here?
It kind of makes a square with the X in it, with an X in the middle.
Hey, that's exactly right. So let's look at this person here. He can shake hands with those 3 people. And this person's already shaken hands with this guy.
So he can shake hands with 2 people, and then that guy shakes hands with 1 person.
So we draw all those lines. And so when we start with the first guy, we've got 3 lines. Then with this guy, we only had 2 more lines. And then with this guy, there's only 1 line left.
Yeah.
And when we got to this guy, he had already shaken hands with everybody, right?
Yeah. And then it's 3 plus 2 plus 1.
Which is?
Which is 6.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, it's important to notice what we talked about with the 2 people. Oh no. Sorry about that. We're gonna have to have an emergency backup centaur. Okay, so when we drew those first 3 lines, the reason we didn't have to draw a second line from this guy to this guy is when you shake hands with somebody, when this person shakes hands here, it's the same as shaking hands the other way, right?
Yeah.
That's why it was 3, then plus 2, and then plus 1.
Yeah.
And we got 6. Okay, now let's look at the ghosts in the windows with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's say we're going to start through window 1. How many different windows can we leave through?
Well, we can leave through window 2, window 3, and window 4.
But the important thing here is the order matters, right? So we're going to draw those with arrows just to keep track.
Yeah.
Okay. Now when we go to window 2, which ones can we leave through?
1, 3, and 4.
1, 3, and 4. So now I'm going to draw. I have to draw it with arrows because going from window 1 to window 2 is different than going from window 2 to window 1, right?
Yeah.
So when I go to window 4, how many windows can I leave through?
You can leave through window 2, window 3, and window 1.
2, window 3, and 2, 3, and 1. And when I go over to window 3, where can I leave through?
You can leave through 1, 2, and 4.
1, 2, and 4.
So it's actually double what we did in the handshake problem with 4.
Okay, so with 4 people, it was handshaking hands. We got 6. How many do we have here? How many ways? 12. So it's really neat. These problems look like they're very similar, right?
Yeah.
But the problem that makes them different, or the thing that makes them different, is in this one, in the window problem, the order matters, right?
Yeah.
And in the handshake problem, the order doesn't matter because centaur shaking hands with each other is the same either way. It's pretty cool, right? They look
Yeah.
kind of the same, but they have totally different answers.
Yeah.
All right, that was really fun, guys. That's a really complicated situation, and I think we had fun learning about it. Did you?
Yeah.
All right, good job, guys.